Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear students. In this video, we are going to explain week 5 lectures for week 5 decimals number. A decimal number contained a decimal point like this one based on the number 10. Let's have an example. Here is the number 45 and 6/10 written as a decimal number. 45 and 6/10. This is a decimal point, and this is ones, 5 ones and 4 tens. The decimal point goes between tens and tenth, between ones and tenth. So 45.6 or and 6/10 has 4 tens and 5 ones and 10 and 6/10, like this one. So 4 tenths, 1 2 3 4, each one this is 10, and 5 ones, 1 2 3 4 5, and 6/10. We can think of a decimal number as a whole number plus tenth or hundredth and extra. For example, what is 2.3? On the left side is 2, that's the whole number part. The 3 is in the 10th position, meaning 3/10 or 3/10. So 2.3 is 2 and 3/10. What is 13.74? On the left side is 13, that's the whole number part. There are 2 digits on the right side. The 7 is the 10th position, and the 6 is the 100th position. So 13.76 is 13 and 7/10 and 6/100th. Or we can think of a decimal number as a decimal fraction. A decimal fraction is a fraction where the denominator, that means the bottom number, is a number such as 10, 100, 1000, and so on. So 2.3 looks like 23/10, and 13.76 look like 1376 over 100 as a whole number and a decimal fraction. Or we can think a decimal number as a whole number plus a decimal fraction. So 2.3 looks like 2 and 3/10, and 13.76 look like 13 and 76 over 100. Rounding decimals. Decimals places are counted from decimal point. For example, here 5.743. 7 is the first decimal number. 4 is the second decimal figure. 3 the third decimal figure. So the number 5.1492 has a 4 decimal places, whereas 4.34 has 2 decimal places. Why? Because here after decimal point or decimal point 2 a number, and here has 4 places because in decimal point is there are 4 places. To round a number or to give a number of a decimal places, look at the number in the next digit place. If this number is less than 5, round down. We round down. If it is 5 or more, we can round up. For example, round 9.6371 to 2 decimal places. That means we need 2 digits after the decimal point. So here, look, this is two decimal. So we look before 3 is 7, so it is more than 5. So we, because the next digit is 7, more than 5, we round up 3, so we add 1, we'll get 9.64, two decimal places. You can do this by yourself. So to round a number to get a number of a decimal places, the answer must have that number of decimal places, even you have to add some zeros. For example, round 3.40021 to two decimal places give us so two decimal places here. So before the 0 is 0, so we cannot round, so we get 3.40 and so on. Percentages. When we say percent, we are really saying per 100. 1% mean 1 per 100. So in this line they are divided by 100. So this is shaded green, is 1% of this line. Is very small, isn't it? And this is square. We divide by 100 squares. So this shaded will be 50%, mean 50 per 100. Here we shaded 25, that means 25%, or 25 per 100. Because percent mean per 100, we think this should be divided by 100. So 75 percentage really mean 75 over 100, and 100%, that means 100 over 100, exactly, that means exactly 1. And 200%, that means 200 over 100, that means exactly 2. A percent can also be expressed as decimal or a fraction. So this is pizza, is a half can be written as a percentage 50%, or as a decimal 0.5, or as a fraction 1 over 2. Expressing one quantity as percentage of another, we use this formula. To express a quantity as a percent with respect to other quantity, the following formula is used. The quantity to be expressed in percent over to the second quantity times 100, and we put the sample percent. So what percent is 6 of 240? So first write a given number in the fraction form. So 60 over 240, that's mean quarter. Now we multiply the numerator and denominator with 25 to make the denominator equal to 100. So 1 times 25 over 4 times 25, that's mean 25 over 100. So 25% or 25 per 100 is called 25%. Here another example. If only 10 of the 200 apples are bad, what percent is that? So as a fraction, 10 over 200, that's equal 0.05. As percentage, it is 10 over 200 times 100, that's mean 5, and we put the percent. So 5% of those apples are bad. Now calculating a percentage of a quantity. So calculate 25% of 80. So 25%, that's mean 25 over 100. Then we put as times 80, we get 20. Example, 15% of 200 apples are bad. How many apples are bad? So we say 5%, that's mean 15%, that's mean 15 over 100. So 15 over 100 times 200, that will give us 15 times 2, 30 apple are bad. Now calculating selling price using cost and profit percent. we can use this formula, last line, this 100 selling price, 100 plus profit percent times cost price divide 100. Here cost price and profit percent are known, we know that. For example, Ryan bought a book for $100 and sold it at a profit of 10%. So find the selling price of the book. We apply this formula. So the profit percent is 10% and the cost price is 100. So the selling price, so given cost price of the book is $100 and the profit percent is 10%. We know the selling price. We apply this formula: 100 plus profit is 10, close the bracket, times the cost is 100 divide 100. So 100 plus 10 will give us 110 times 100 divided 100 will give us 1. So times 110 will give us $110. So the selling price of this book is $110. Here another example. John bought a music system for $260. For how much should he sell the music system to gain 10%? So given cost price of the music system is $260 and the gain percent is 10%. So we apply the formula. Selling price will be 100 plus the gain percent is 10 times the cost price 260 divide 100. So now 100 plus 10, 110 times 260. This will give us $286. Now calculating a price using the cost and the loss percent. Same formula, but now we use minus 100 minus loss percent times cost price over 100. Here also cost price and loss percent are known. So Shelly bought a dress for $150 and sold it to Jenny, thereby suffering a loss of 10%. Find the selling price of the dress. So given cost price is $150 and the loss percent is 10%. So we know the selling price will be 100 minus the loss percent is 10 times the cost price. The cost price is 150 over 100. So 100 minus 10 is 10, is the 90 times 150. So will give us this 9 times 15. It will give us $135. Here another example. Mike bought a laptop for $800 and sold it to Jack, thereby suffering a loss of 12%. Find the selling price of the laptop. So given cost price $800 and loss percent is 12%. So we know the price, the selling price will be 100 minus the loss. So 100 minus 12 times the cost price 800 over 100 as is in the formula. So 100 minus 12 is 88 times 80. That will give us 0 with 0. That will be give us 88 times 8 will give us 724. So the selling price for the laptop is $724. Increasing and decreasing an amount by percent. So to decrease or to increase or decrease an amount by a percentage, first calculate the percentage of the amount and then either add this answer to the increase the quantity or subtract this answer to decrease the quantity. So for example, increase 50 pound by 8%. So using the multiplying method. So first find 88% of 50 pound. So 8%, that means 8 over 100 times 50, that will give us 4. So 8% of 50 pound is 4 bound. So to increase, we add 4 with 50 will be add 4 into 50, which is 54 pounds. Here another example: decrease 72 kg by 40%. So 40% of 25 kg is 28.8 kg. So now to decrease, we to decrease 72 kg by 40%, subtract 28.8 from 72, which is 43.2 kg. Now percentage change. How to calculate percentage change? Here are two ways to calculate a percentage change. Use the one you prefer. The method 1, calculate the change, subtract old value from new value, then divide the change by the old value. You will get the decimal number. Then convert that to a percentage by multiplying by 100 and adding the percent sign. The second method is divide the new value by old value. Also we get a decimal number. Then convert that into a percentage by multiplying by 100 and adding sign, percent sign. Then subtract 100 from that value. Let's take example. A pair of socks went from $5 to $6. What's the percentage change? Method 1, step 1, $5 to $6 is a $1 increase. So here we subtract old value from the new value. So 6 minus 5, $1 increase. Divide by the old value. 1 over the old value is 5, is equal 0.2. Convert 0.2 to percentage by multiply by 100 will give us 20. Then we add the percent sign, so that's mean raise. Second method, divide the new value, which is 6, by the old value is 5, will give us 1.2. Then convert to the percentage, we multiply by 100, that will give us 120 percent. Then subtract 100 from 100, so 120 minus 100 will give us 20%. Here another example. There were 160 Smarties in the box, this one, yesterday, but now there are 116. What's the percentage change? So by method 1, 160 to 116 is degrees of 44 compared to the yesterday's value. Then we divide 44 by the old value, which is 160, will give us 0.275. We multiply by 100, will give us 27.5% degrees. Method 2, compare today's value with yesterday value. We the new value is 116 over 160 will give us 0.725. We multiply by 100 will give us 72.5%. So this is the new value of the old value. So now subtract 100% and you get minus 27.5%. So or 27.5% degrees. Ratios. Ratios says how much of one thing there is compared to another thing. So here there are 3 blue squares to 1 yellow square. Ratios can be shown in different ways. Use the cyclone to separate the value 3 to 1, or we can use the word 2 3 to 1, or write it like a fraction 3 over 1. A ratio can be scaled, so 3 to 1 we can 3 to 1. we can also ratio as 6 to 2. So we multiply 2 times 3 6, 1 times 2 2. Ratio part to part and part to the whole ratio. Here this for example, there are 5 dogs, 2 of them are boys and 3 are girls. So part to part, the ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 3, because 2 boys 2 3, so 2 to 3, or 2 over 3. The ratio of girl to boys is 3 girls to 2. Part to the whole, the ratio of boys to the all bobs, so 2 and 2 to 5, because the sum of the two, the sum is 5. The ratio of girls to the all bobs is 3 to 5. In a certain class, the ratio of passing grade to failing grades is 7 to 5. How many of the 36 students failed the course? So we add the ratio. 7 plus 5 is 12. So failed, the ratio of failed is 5 over 12 times the total 36. That will give us 15. So 15 of students, they will not pass. Now, metric units of length, mass and capacity, how we convert between units. So when 1 kilometer equals how many meters? So 10, that means equals 1000 meters. And also for kg mass, 1 kg, how many gram equals 1000, because 10. Here some example. Conversion of measures from higher to lower units. We usually multiply when we change higher unit to lower unit. For example, it change 4 kilometer km into meters. So this is big, higher, too small. So we multiply, and we know 1 km equals 1000 meter. So we multiply this 4 by 1000. We give us 4000 meter. Here opposite. Here change 25 meter into centimeters. So also here from higher to the lower. So we know 1 meter equal 100 centimeter. Like here, look here. This is from meter to centimeters equal 100. 10 times 10, 100. So to change 25 meter to centimeters, we multiply by 100 centimeters. We give us 2500 centimeters. Now the opposite, conversion of meters from lower unit to higher units. In this case, we divide when we change the lower unit to the higher unit. For example, change 6000 meter to kilometer. So now we know 1 kilometer equals 1000 meter. So we divide this value by 1000. We give us 6 kilometer. This is non-metric units of length. So this table show non-metric units of length, and here 1 inch equal 2.454 centimeters, and so on. So also here, when we convert 20 inch to centimeters, from small to from higher to small, we multiply. So 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. So we multiply 20 by 2.54, we give us 50.8 centimeter. Now we convert 9244 centimeters to yard. That means we convert from smaller to the higher unit. So we know 1 yard equal 992.44. So we divide this value by this value. So 9,244 divided by 92.44 equals 100 yards. Now here converting a foreign currency. When you go abroad, you need to change your money to the currency of the country you visit. This table give us the exchange rate for Omani riyals. This one, for example, here one United States Emirates dirhams equal in Omani 9.54 riyals Omani. Okay, here, so to change Omani money to foreign money, we multiply by the exchange rate. So foreign currency, so we to change Omani Riyal to foreign currency, we multiply Omani Riyal by exchange rate. For example, here Ali is going to the United Arab Emirates on holiday and change 500 Omani Riyal to the United States Emirates. So to United States dirham. So how many United Arab State dirhams does he get? So now we know 1 Omani Riyal from this table. 1 Omani Riyal equal 9.54. So 1 Omani Riyal equal 9.54 dirham. So the amount of dirham of United Arab Emirates equal, we multiply this Omani currency is 500 times exchange rate is 9.54. That equals 4,770 United Arab Emirates dirham. In this point we finish chapter 1 totally. See you in next video to start chapter 2 inshallah. Thank you for your listening.